So I recently started doing construction for my 9 to 5 job and I needed a cat's paw. So rather than go out to the store and buy one, I decided to make one. Here's a video. So I didn't want to just make an ordinary cat's paw. Every one I saw had a hexagonal handle and the exact same style of parts. So I decided I was going to do a twisted handle on this and leave some of the corners of the rebar in there so it almost had a braided twist kind of look to it. So as you can see, the first thing I did is square up all of the section I'm going to be using, and then here in a second you'll see me take it over to the hot cut and trim off the excess. And then one thing I always do after hot cutting is use a hot file, just so heat up my steel and file away at it to get rid of the burr that's left over from hot cutting. I could always use a grinder to remove it, but I didn't feel like waiting for the steel to cool down and take it over to the grinder, so hot filing is always the fastest option when you're blacksmithing. Next, I'm going to widen out and flatten out the ends. I'm also going to make one that's semi-round and one that's pretty square with rounded edges, so that way I have my longer piece that drives in to grab the nail in the wood, and I have my shorter, stubbier piece for actually pulling the nail out of the wood. If you notice here, I'm pointing out that the steps are facing opposite directions on this tool, since you're going to have to put the cuts on opposite sides so it will grab the nail correctly. Here I'm just rounding up that other section that I flattened out a little bit more, so that way when I put the cut in, it has a little bit more of teeth so it can bite a little better. Now I can start to chisel with a hot cut and split those two ends where they're going to be the grabber and the puller for the nails. Now I'm just going to use a chisel on either side so I can reshape the way that these two arms, flanges, whatever you want to call them, shape up so that way they can grab the nail properly. Then I'm going to bend over the one end that needs to be a bent end, which is the nail puller, and I'm going to tune up the forks a little bit before heat treatment. With the quench done, after a quick temper off camera, glowing forge after it was shut off, we have a finished cat's paw. Check it out. If you guys like blacksmithing content, Make sure to hit subscribe and the bell icon. Hit like if you like this video. And make sure to share it with a friend. I make knives, swords, and axes and sell them on my shop. Check it out. God bless. Love you guys. Stay safe out there.